Ghosts, a comprehensive exploration of the paranormal. Ghosts, spirits of the dead who refuse to move on, have fascinated, terrified, and intrigued humanity for thousands of years. From ancient mythologies to modern horror films, the idea that the dead can linger among the living continues to persist across cultures and eras. This documentary aims to explore the vast and complex world of ghosts, what they are believed to be, the cultural and historical roots of ghost stories, eyewitness accounts, scientific research, ghost detecting technologies, psychological explanations, and more. Historical and cultural beliefs. Every culture in the world has some form of ghost lore, and these beliefs often reflect societal values, spiritual systems, and fears about death. Ancient Egypt. The Egyptians believed in a soul that split into several parts after death. The Ka and Be were spiritual components that could linger after death. Tombs were built with elaborate care to ensure the dead would be at peace, but when these rituals were disturbed, spirits could become restless. China. Chinese culture has long held beliefs in ancestor spirits. During the Hungry Ghost Festival, food and offerings are given to appease wandering spirits who may not have found peace. Ghosts here are often seen as neglected ancestors or those who died under tragic circumstances. Hinduism. In Hindu beliefs, the soul undergoes reincarnation. However, if a person dies unexpectedly or with strong attachments, they may become a preta, wandering spirit. Rituals like the Shraddha are performed to help guide the spirit to the next life. Japan. Japanese folklore features yurei, ghosts, which are often depicted as figures with long black hair and white clothing. These spirits are typically driven by powerful emotions like sorrow or revenge. Obon, a Japanese festival, honors the spirits of ancestors and invites them back temporarily. Europe and Christianity. In post-Christian Europe, ghosts became spirits trapped between heaven and hell, often viewed as souls seeking redemption or justice. The concept of purgatory gave rise to ghost stories where spirits returned to resolve unfinished business. Africa and indigenous beliefs. In many African traditions, the dead are part of the ancestral world and continue to influence the living. Similarly, Native American cultures often speak of spirit beings who interact with humans either as protectors or omens. These cultural beliefs demonstrate that the concept of ghosts is nearly universal, though the interpretation and representation vary significantly depending on the religious and spiritual context. Famous incidents and eyewitness accounts. Numerous ghost sightings and hauntings have been reported across history, contributing to the lore of the paranormal. The Tower of London, UK. One of the most haunted places in the world, the Tower of London is said to house the ghost of Anne Boleyn, beheaded in 1536. Guards and visitors have reported seeing a headless figure wandering the corridors. Amityville Horror, USA. In 1974, a mass murder occurred at 112 Ocean Avenue in Amityville, New York. The subsequent Lutz family claimed they experienced terrifying paranormal events after moving in. Although the story has been questioned, it remains iconic. The Brown Lady of Raynham Hall, UK. A famous ghost photograph taken in 1936 allegedly shows a spectral woman descending the staircase at Raynham Hall. This image has become one of the most studied ghost photos in history. Eastern State Penitentiary, USA. Former prison turned museum in Philadelphia has had numerous reports of ghost sightings, including shadow figures, disembodied voices, and cell doors slamming on their own. Eyewitness accounts vary in credibility, but often include themes of cold spots, objects moving, strange noises, and visual apparitions. These stories fuel belief in ghosts and inspire further investigation. Ghosts in religion and spirituality. Religious beliefs greatly influence ghost narratives. Christianity. The Bible includes references to spirits, such as the Witch of Endor summoning the spirit of Samuel, 1 Samuel 28. Some Christian denominations accept the existence of ghosts as souls in purgatory or demons in disguise. Islam. Ghosts are not a central concept, but Islam teaches about the existence of jinn, supernatural beings made of smokeless fire who can interact with humans and be either benevolent or malevolent. Buddhism. Ghosts are often seen as beings suffering from attachment and craving. Buddhist rituals like chanting or offerings can help alleviate their suffering and assist them in moving to another realm. Spiritualism and New Age. Spiritualism, popular in the 19th and 20th centuries, emphasizes communication with the dead through mediums. Modern New Age beliefs incorporate energy, auras, and spirit guides as part of ghost-related beliefs. Scientific research and skepticism. While anecdotal evidence abounds, the scientific community generally remains skeptical about the existence of ghosts. Key points include lack of empirical evidence. No scientifically verified experiment has conclusively demonstrated the existence of spirits. Environmental factors. Cold drafts, electromagnetic fields, and low-frequency sound waves, infrasound, can create sensations commonly associated with hauntings. Psychological explanations. Human brains are wired to find patterns and familiarity, which can lead to misperceptions. Sleep paralysis, hallucinations, and suggestibility often explain ghost sightings. Placebo and expectation. People visiting supposedly haunted locations may experience phenomena due to psychological priming. However, there is ongoing research in parapsychology, a fringe area of science that investigates telepathy, ESP, and ghosts, though it is often criticized for lacking scientific rigor. Ghost hunting and detection technology. Modern ghost hunters use a variety of tools to investigate paranormal activity. EMF meters measure fluctuations in electromagnetic fields. High readings are sometimes interpreted as paranormal, though common electronics can cause similar spikes. Infrared cameras and night vision, used to capture images and video in dark or low-light environments. EVP, electronic voice phenomena, involves recording ambient noise to detect voices or sounds that were not heard during the recording session. Thermal imaging detects heat signatures and anomalies, which may indicate a presence. Spirit boxes rapidly scan radio frequencies and are used to communicate with spirits via fragmented audio responses. While widely used in ghost hunting shows and amateur investigations, these tools lack scientific validation. Critics argue that results are often subjective and prone to misinterpretation. Psychology and neuroscience of ghost experiences. Many ghost sightings and experiences can be explained through cognitive and neurological phenomena. Sleep paralysis, a condition where a person wakes up and is temporarily unable to move, often accompanied by a sense of presence or hallucinations. Pareidolia, the brain's tendency to recognize familiar patterns, such as faces, in random stimuli, which can explain sightings in shadows or reflections. Hallucinations can result from stress, fatigue, or neurological conditions leading to auditory or visual experiences. The power of belief, expectations, cultural background, and emotional states significantly influence whether someone interprets an event as paranormal. Neuroscience continues to explore how the brain constructs reality, which helps explain why some people experience ghosts while others do not. Ghosts in popular culture. Ghosts have had a massive impact on literature, film, television, and folklore. Literature. From Shakespeare's Hamlet to Dickens's A Christmas Carol, ghost stories have explored themes of guilt, redemption, and the unknown. Film and TV, movies like The Sixth Sense, Paranormal Activity, and The Conjuring have cemented ghosts as horror staples. TV shows like Ghost Hunters have popularized paranormal investigation. Urban legends. Ghost stories like The Vanishing Hitchhiker or haunted dolls like Annabelle have become part of modern folklore. Popular culture reflects and reinforces our fascination with ghosts, keeping the idea alive in collective consciousness. Conclusion. Whether ghosts are real or a creation of the human mind, their presence in culture, history, and personal experience is undeniable. They serve as a mirror to our fears, hopes, and unresolved questions about death and what comes after. From ancient rituals to cutting-edge technology, the pursuit of understanding ghosts bridges the gap between science and spirituality, skepticism and belief. As long as death remains a mystery, ghosts will likely continue to haunt the edges of our understanding, whispering tales of what may lie beyond.